Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy. So, we're back. And I went in and switched the one pants thing out. What did I pick? Yeah, the swim trunks, that's what we're going to go with. So it's a little bit not more conspicuous. I don't know. That's just kind of what I decided to do. So nonetheless, let's head over to, you guessed it, Old Shylian. Luckily I made it a favorite point of mine, so it costs a little bit less to travel there, because I had a feeling this was going to happen. There's no way they weren't going to use it. As for picking people to go with, I'm really glad I picked Graha because, like, Alphino and Alizé, and I think they were going to probably push for Graha at that point. Yustola's too busy doing writing. Alphino and Alizé are probably too busy helping Garlemald. Thancred and Oriange are off doing whatever the hell they always do, and to be honest, Graha seemed like the only logical choice. Kryle possibly not as much, but Graha definitely, because he said he wants to be on adventures. So, let's go talk to our new friends. Oh my god, there's so many players. What might students do for you? I need to talk to Graha. Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryle. They've been holed up there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Oh, Graha's gonna be happy. He's gonna be like, ooh, new adventure. The cat ears will be active. Repeat, active. And if they're not, I'm shocked. Oh god, I forgot if I have to read, I have to be prepared because of that stupid mouse glitching out.
Ah, Urgica, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
What is...
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
What are the two of you working on? How's the restoration students coming along? And what are the two of you working on?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Val.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come.
Don't tell him about the adventure he'll get out of this.
But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
New adventure. Going to the bounty. What, Jordan?
The treasure vault of Alzadaal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition. I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Tail action, ear action, called.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
Yes, you would.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already. Have you asked anyone else to come along?
I mean, just a Stinian.
Might I suggest we invite Yustola? Ever since the Scions disbanded, she spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Shylian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Alzadaal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say. Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Eorzeans. He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loporrits are looking to make improvements to their own creation, and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Eorzeans with you? Let him study Alzadaal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Eorzeans an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Pog.
Safe travels, you two, but don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Okay.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Graha is way too excited. I knew we'd get freaking like cat feature freaking animations out of that. There's no way in hell they were not going to use them, knowing how excited he would get over going on an adventure with us. That stuff is hilarious, man. I do like the outfit though. This outfit looks really cool. I'm glad they went out of their way to give us a neat adventure outfit. That's what the last ones really hurt for me. None of them looked right. The boots are cool. The outfit's cool. I wish they could have gave us pants. It's the only downfall. I gotta find pants that match with this at some point. It's gonna be a bit to find them. Not really. Alright, there's Graha. Well, she wasn't hard to find, at least. What's she doing? I can't see her. What is she doing? Oh, she's just like that. Okay. Wait, is she sleeping? Oh my god.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Pictures. Many pictures. We can use this against her in the future. She's gonna wake up. She's gonna want to kill us. It's gonna be an Alizé threat again. Oh, the ears moved.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Please say I can say hi.
Ow! Ugh. How long have you two been here?
Catching up on some light reading. We didn't want to wake you, we just arrived. Catching up on some light reading? That hurt.
Something to that effect. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me. As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Alzadaal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Eorzeea as well. He was in Thalmazane, last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was gonna turn around and, like, start yelling at us. A threat. What in the hell did I just hear? Jesus, the teleports. But all seriousness, I literally thought she was gonna turn around and say, I swear to God, you tell anybody I was asleep like that, I'll strangle you both. Or she's like, I'll turn you both into frogs and you'll never come out of it. You just look at her and go, yes. Why the hell do you spawn in a puddle? It's like God's angry at you. I have a fly checker. Wait, could you literally just go in between that and jump off? Perhaps? Did the music change? It did. I'm used to going through here and it's playing like a portion of like the Endwalker song. Actually, oh, you can't fly any. Okay, this one didn't change. Huh. That's really weird. Vidlab roads on several occasions recently, but I've not set foot in Thalmazane since the day we boarded the Ragnarok. Let's see, Thancred anywhere. Was he not supposed to be traveling with Eorzeans? Theoretically, yes. Okay, you people with your freaking flying mounts, I'm gonna kill somebody. Little bastards. I don't even have Timmy here.
Ah, our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure. I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
When the hell did you find out? It's good to see you well. Wasn't Thancred with you?
left to attend to some personal errand, but should be returning ere long.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loporrits had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Kryl. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loporrits now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Oh god.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation.
Oh god.
But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Pog.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
No, Bard.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
Looking well. How was your pilgrimage?
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted banter.
Oh god, this is about to get dangerous.
In any case, as we made our way around Alzadaal, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seen fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have a Stinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Yep.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
I think, Reed. You have fun. Well,
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Eh. So this is how they round it out. So in case of an emergency, you have Graha, which can play multi-purpose. He's a multi-purpose tool, right? That's how I'm seeing it. With him playing multi-purpose tools, that gives you options for healer, tank, or DPS. So for my, and then you have your Stola and Graha, or not Graha, but your Stola and Estinian for the 2D FPS, and Orionje for healer role. So that's kind of where all that rounds out at it. Which is kind of cool, seeing as it feels like they're trying to force us to use more of the characters nobody really used, possibly during Endwalker, because I rarely use Justola, so I'm probably going to bring her a fair bit more into this. I think I won't use Estinian too much this time around. In terms of healer, I never really had a chance to use Orionje. I think I only used him one other time, so it's probably where it'll come down to. Oh, this really imminent adventure, I never tire of this feeling. Okay, get away. Just imagine the possibilities. My travels, I spied many a child wandering alone, orphans in all but likelihood. Those homes raised by beasts and blasphemies can be rebuilt. The void left by those we have lost cannot so easily be filled. And brother, you know all too well. 4 or 5. Okay, all 5 of us are here. Yeah. Send you to recruit Gra and you travel with an entire survey party. I hope Matsu's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance provided. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. I will keep an eye out. I want pancakes. Baked alien soup. Wait, what? Alien onions are sauteed, simmering in savory bouillon, then topped with crispy cheese. I want cheese now. For money. I'll take the food. Actually, that's a good point. Oh my god, I have so much. I gotta really go through this one day and just dump half of this. I really need to go through this one day. Warren Certificate of Novelty. Oh god, that's all the Neo-ish Guardian crap. Wait, I thought you stole a poggers. Ah, my foot. Alzadaal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And one of the treasuries supposedly brought back, this undersea vault, may hold relics from another reflection. It'd be funny if they're all from the first. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye? So let us dispense the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Damn right, let's do it. I can't not unsee the cutscene of just listening to Emmett sitting there saying that, telling us not to, forsake the legacy he left us. I'm not gonna lie, it's poggers. Are you kidding me? There's a freaking dungeon already? I'm using my boys! Hell yeah, brother! I wanna do this, let's do this. I'm using it. Of course I'm gonna custom duty this bitch. Other party players? Nope. That's actually exactly who I wanted to bring. Cool. I average item level 560. Well, I never did set that. Actually, what is all my? Mine are all 590s. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll do the dungeon and end the episode. Oh my god, it's been a bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's already kind of creepy. Look at the monkeys. Oh no, wait, those are llamas. Look, it's King Julian. I'm not gonna lie. How did I just put it in my pocket? It must be the map. I'm not gonna lie, I literally had a fun day at my workplace. I had a lady come in with a monkey. I was like, it was in a cat carrier bag, but I guess she had it on her shoulder at one point. I was immediately making King Julian jokes at work. I was like, it was King Julian. I was like, she looked like Mort. King Julian was trying to tell her what to do. I'm such a dick. But it was so funny thinking about. I never laughed so hard in my life for a while. Everybody was surprised I was able to actually do a decent Mort. King Julian! King Julian! It was a great day for that. It gave me a chuckle, and then immediately it made me want to go back and watch Madagascar. I haven't watched that movie in ages, man. Like, I don't know how well this mic can pick it up, though, like, in terms of the voice. I think I do an okay Mort. I think I could do it. I just don't think I can do it for an extended period of time. And I don't think I can do that good of a King Julian. I think mine's okay-ish. Because all I'm reminded of is, why are you running? That's pretty much all you gotta sound like, and you sound exactly like him. I haven't done it for a while, so I probably can't do that voice. And I can tell from the way my freaking throat feels like it's like, no. Oh, ree! Never, little bastards. It reminds me of actually, them doing that reminds me of the freaking Mummy. Where you had those little gremlin bastards out in the middle of the temple woods. You know, that's something I remember. I actually haven't watched The Mummy Returns in ages, man. That was a good movie. Kind of makes me glad they're trying to bring back Brendan Fraser, it sounds like. I really like to see him back in some movies. He did a fantastic job with his movies. I never had an issue with his acting. Like, I think what ended up happening is I think I looked into it a little bit because I was kind of curious as to why he hadn't made movies. Because I noticed the last one he did was the Dragon Emperor. I guess it's just because he's taken a lot of injuries, I guess, over the years from doing his own stunts. So I guess he ended up just taking, too many injuries, and just over the course of time, it's kind of like, it caught up to him eventually, which I'm like, that's understandable. Because he seemed like a guy that would like to have done his own stunts, and they also made, I think, a meme of it in the Looney Tunes movie they made back with him. Because I guess even then he was still doing it, and it was supposed to be funny. Which I actually do remember that. That's why I said I like him as an actor. He seemed like a decent guy. He seemed kind of cool. Like, he's put on a lot of weight and stuff, but nonetheless, like, I'm like, I don't really care. I mean, I guess it happens to the best of us eventually. Like, I mean, everybody as they get older all has this problem. It's just like, you're not as young as you used to be. You can't do everything like you used to be. And especially if he was, like, handling a lot of his own, like, scenes and stuff where he has a possibility of getting injured. It's kind of like, you expect that to occur over the course of time. I mean, he's not going to be able to keep doing it forever. That's probably why, like, a lot of the guys who don't do their own stunts end up, you can see them in movies till they're, like, in their 70s/80s. I mean, the reason being is hey, I haven't done my own stunts. I have a guy that I pay a bunch of money from the freaking guild that does it for me. Which, in the end, is pretty convenient for the actor. They don't have to risk serious injury, and they can do whatever the hell they want. But it kind of makes you into an ass. I think the only other person I know that did their own stunts was like Tom Cruise, and that's because he broke his leg or something, like because he jumped from a building. I should take it back. I know he injured. No, wait a minute. I do remember a couple actors. He broke his leg. Brendan Fraser just had enough, like, probably muscle-related injuries. And I'm pretty sure Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings broke his toe. That had to have hurt. I've never broken a bone in my body. I probably have a blessing. So I sit there and say, like, and you would make the assumption, since I've never broken a bone in my body, perhaps that'll have me opinionated to one side. No, not really. I don't want to feel any bodily harm. Getting punched in the face hurts like a bitch, and I assume it will. Because I've smacked my head off the ground before, and oh my, the dense teeth of this creature has a rare jellyfish, one with a sting, I imagine. What makes you get? Wait a minute, is this supposed to be like the? Wait, this guy reminds me of the Hildebrand questline with what's his face. All right, I'm gonna have to watch everybody else, make sure I don't die. Wait, I see you still moving over there. Okay, wait a minute. I got out of that. Bite my shiny metal ass, you little bastard. I was ready for you, bitch. Okay, so if I ever see him make... Oh, I'm gonna get hurt.
Together we shall overcome it.
So I don't have an ability to actually dodge that as easily as they do. I'm gonna get hit again. Yep.
Away with you!
This is actually a lot more tough than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I had some stuff saved up for that eventual situation. I have 2 vulnerability stacks. That's going to hurt when it hits. I have no way of getting rid of the bleeding effect. That's going to hurt.
I will not hold back!
Tentacle dig. I think I should follow Graha. Yeah, Graha will move. I'll know where to go. Okay. That actually was a more difficult boss than I was ready for. Huh. Savage aim material bodies. Salt encrusted teleporter. Oh. Wait a minute, I'm the only one that can theoretically breathe underwater, am I wrong? Okay, so we're not doing that though. Ooh. This is cool. This is cool. Look at that little fishy. Look at the little fish. You creepy as hell. That's a big ass shark. This is cool. Oh. Those are big fishies. This is cool. I like this. This is actually one of the cooler areas they ever gave us. Alright, time to use this up, I guess. Yeah, this is awesome. This is actually, this is probably like one of my, it's actually a really neat area. I like this. I like underwater areas. It's really cool. Because it kind of reminds me of, I've never personally played BioShock, but I do have memories of watching my brother play it a little bit, and I really do like the areas like Rapture and everything. I've just never played it myself. The only one I ended up playing was BioShock Infinite, I think. It was the only one I actually played and beat. Lisa going to die? What the hell is this?
Together we shall overcome.
I'm not doing anything beyond what I have already getting done. Okay, to me it seems like you want to kill this before it has a chance to summon much else. So I'm going to be using a lot of AoE attacks on it. Oh, I see what it can do. It can just keep summoning more and more enemies so you eventually get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of them. So you really want to kill this thing as fast as you can to prevent this from occurring. Makes sense. I'll use this ability real quick on it. It'll kill it. Yeah, there we go. Actually, it's a pretty simple fight mechanic. This is trash anyway, so they're easy kills. I actually am looking for the day off tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to play... I really do want to play more Mass Effect, because I know if I don't start playing it more, my brain eventually will shut off from the game, and I probably won't play it for a long time. So, as much as I'd like to play the MSQ for this, I think I'll just keep holding off on it for now, until I find more free time to be able to play. To be honest, I might have some time, possibly Thursday to play more, so I might hold off till Thursday to play more of this. I don't really want to use my abilities, because it's the only one I actually care about not using is Army Pateon right now. Or Army's Payon. I don't really care how long it takes to kill these mobs and stuff, it really doesn't affect me all that much. Yeah, but I am looking forward to coming back and playing more FF. The MSQs really has me intrigued because I want to know where they're going to go with it. Because I was actually, when I was doing Chi, I actually met up with a group of people and I started discussing a little bit story-wise with them. I was like, I wonder if Emmett had kids on other reflections. And they thought about it. They're like, that actually does sound kind of, like, interesting. I got a couple, like, thought bubbles going in people's sets. I was like, because think about it, he sat there and said he had 4 children with us. Well, what stopped him from doing that on other reflections? He could have easily done it. Like, he didn't have to just solely do it in the source. He could have did it in any reflection just to see what would happen. Okay, I just seen earrings. What level are these earrings? 575. My armor's better. So I want to know whether, I think in set 575 is probably going to be the new crossbearer, if I had to guess. Crossbearer in the fact that I solely mean for item level. So we probably, I don't know when they're going to start doing the next bit of items. I'll probably have to go back to Alzadaal to sit there and see though. Yeah, but I was discussing like that. I'm like, there's a chance he could have had more kids and we just never learned about it. I mean, the other thing they could do is they could just have him be reborn. Maybe instead of happening in like the source, he gets born in one of the reflections instead. Since there's time gaps, maybe he gets older in that and doesn't know anything. The other thing I thought even they could do is if they cared enough to, is if Graha figured out how to use time travel, what's stopping the Emmett of the future from learning that? Plausible, they could always bring him back that way. And maybe instead of us being enemies, you can see it there and see if the time gap of us like going into the past still exists. Because if it does, and he doesn't remember us, and it did still happen.
Allow me.
What other interesting things could we get into? It's definitely stuff they can do in the story. It's up to them to decide how they want to do it. Actually, wait a minute, actually. I'm gonna get rid of that. I was in Eureka. I'm gonna get rid of the Eureka potions from my tab. Okay, I definitely see the key guardians appear mechanical in nature, but remember to heal with should take notes. I'm definitely seeing an attack pattern line up here, so this should be interesting. It looks like the innies are all red, the outies are all bluish. So I'm going to assume an AoE attack that's going to rock my world. Okay, you're attacking, you're attacking. Ah, okay, so it really comes down to attack, so it's just going to go around in circles without the reflex of attacks. That's kind of cool. Definitely a unique boss. It's kind of awesome. So it uses those to reflect. Wait a minute, why do I have two of you? Wait a minute, no they did not. So that takes the position of that? That's actually kind of cool. I'm just gonna stand where the AI stands, I think. I'm in danger. Surprisingly enough, the AI is not using Limit Break. So they're not using Limit Break anymore. I wonder if they updated them to where they can't do them as much like they used to. I'm just gonna stand with Eorzeans. I feel like it's safest. It's not safe anymore. Yep, that's her. Oh. Okay. I got my world rocked. Okay, that I wasn't ready for. I'm intrigued. Now I really want to beat this now. I think I know how to beat the boss. So, there is an AoE attack we do have to be careful of and mindful for, but the one that surrounds us does not pop off first. So I can use that to my advantage. Follow Eorzeans and just push away from him and I'll be fine. Okay, that works. I was actually wondering which one would pop off first, and I guess that is the one. Oh, I didn't get this treasure coffer the last time. I might as well pick it up. Ooh, bracelet. It's actually kind of a cool looking bracelet. I might use that. Yeah, I guess this is another learning curve for the bosses. So it's pretty cool. I don't mind it. Let's head back. Let's fight the boss again. I think I can get it this time. It's not that bad. I'm just not used to a reflective attack like that. That is definitely unique. I like that. Maybe they'll reuse that into future bosses. That'd be actually kind of cool, because then you kind of got to pay attention to where the reflections are going to go for when it deflects against the armor. So that's really neat. I'm thinking I do this. I'm going to save my ability up. Alright, so I can follow him for the first sets of rounds and I'll be fine. Assuming it's going to kind of follow a similar attack pattern. So what was it? We moved right here first. I'll follow him all the way over. And then pretty much just head back the other way. Now, just to double check, that it also didn't reset Limit Break. No, she did not. Did it? Okay, that's actually really nice, son. Didn't they move left this time? No, they're gonna move up here. Okay, there's a chance this is a subject to changed one. Ah, that's horrendous. Okay, we can stay together. It won't hit the same area twice. I follow Realm J. I just get a little bit further over. Everything works out. Perfect. You can't really take that hit and the Graviton Canyon at the same time, so it makes sense. Watch AI movements again, see where they go. Alright, I don't see this boss surviving past this point, so let's go all in on it. I do like the fact they stopped the AI there from using Limit Break. That was always a big pain in the ass on a lot of the Endwalker dungeons, because like if I played with Alzadaal, she always used her Limit Break, and it was a pain to deal with. So it only uses that one attack. That is actually really strange. Oh, I survived that. Bite my ass, you son of a bitch. Okay, I don't see it surviving past this. This will be its kill shots. Yep. Strike it. Conquistador legs. Ooh. Now it did say I was earning astronomy, aphorism. Yeah, I don't have any of those. No, I can't look it up. I was actually kind of curious whether I received any of those tomestones for doing this, because I probably will have to be doing those tomestones again. I mean, at that point, I'd more rather be doing level ups. There's money. Alzadaal's Guardian. Ooh. Wait, that's a mystic weapon? No, it ain't. We killed those things whenever we fought the Meteon group, whenever the people gave into despair. So those aren't mystic weapons. Those are reused assets. Yeah, I guess we can make this an extended episode. I'm fine with that. It's a lot of fun. Do that. This. I won't use any more of this, just because I want to kind of save up the points for more hits. Secure the treasure. Return the slab. Or suffer our curse. Only true fans with courage, the cowardly dog, would truly remember what I just said. I miss that show. That was a great show. That show scared the crap out of you today. I remember that show. If you've never watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, watch the Return the Slab episode. You will thank me later. Even as a full-grown adult at this point, that stuff is still creeps the living hell out of me. And I ain't even lying either. That's the worst part. You can't fake it. Like, it literally is some creepy ass shit. I'm fine with saying that word because I know as long as it ain't an F-bomb, I'm good. But I will not lie. That was some of the creepiest stuff from that show. They had that. They had the I think there was one that mirrored death with I think it was one where it involved puppets. Somebody brought in puppets and stuff like that. It was a very, at the time of the show, like when I'm like just a kid, like you don't think about like all the underlying stuff that goes along with it. So something like that really doesn't like, you know, take into your little numbskull brain as a child. So where you can sit there and understand that this is actually some creepy stuff to get into. But as an adult, you really learn like it's supposed to be an image of death. It was crazy thinking about. Oh, I knew they were gonna be creepy little bastards. I was like, there's no way that's not something. I was like, because I went to walk to it, like, oh, I can open this. Little creepy bastards came out with teeth. Oh man, I cannot wait till I get further into this. This is, wait a minute, like with some of the dynamics they made for that boss, what the hell are they gonna do in the Alliance raid? Oh my god, that's gonna be some crazy stuff. Because funnily enough, I do remember going from Shadowbringers into the first like dungeon patch. Because I actually missed the patches, but I did get to play the dungeon. I think it's whenever we meet, I think it's the one Numo. I can't remember their name on the top of my head. It's the same one that like spends time with Graha and makes the crystals and everything, or the whatever the hell we used them, the crystals that bore his blood that got all our friends out of the first. His name escapes me at the moment. Betlug, I think it was, something like that. Sounds very close to it. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But like that was a very simple dungeon. I just remember the end one being where it got complex, like with stuff being set on fire. You had to be careful with the AoE attacks, and if too many things got burnt, your characters couldn't go and stop it from occurring, and then you'd end up getting screwed. It took me probably 2 tries with a random group of players, possibly 3, when I first did it, because I do remember having issues with stuff like that. Because it was like the first time it wasn't like we screwed up because we didn't understand the concept. The second time we did it though, it was because AoE, I think it was AoE attacks. Like some of the AoEs ended up hitting a couple things, and it ended up being, god damn it. Invinci wall. Feels like I'm freaking playing Elden Ring. Had to hit that wall 30 times. You are one creepy ass bitch. I'm gonna die possibly 3 times in this boss. Oh my god, I got money, baby. Ooh. Does that mean I get new team? I might have new, does that mean new title? Oh. Well, let's do it. Come on, everybody. Impute silks, no mere adornments then. Well, time to learn how this boss fight works. I'm telling you, I have a strong feeling I'm gonna die a few times in this. Okay, I see AoE attacks happening on the corners. That'll probably shrink the size of the map. Okay, it does. I'm assuming if you walk over those, it's an insta-kill. I'm a god by my shiny meadow ass. Bitch, I play Mario Party. You got nothing on me. Gotta get creative with them movements, bruh. Tell me I can't play this. I played Mario Party. This ain't nothing. do that crap again, though, I'm ready for you. Okay, he's doing Wild Weave. I'm assuming this is going to be another entrapment thing where we get stuck by him. Okay, now, what is this? Okay, we're all going over here. So is it only going to... Oh! Okay. I understand. So it's only going to go near spots that actually have that. Okay. It's actually an interesting boss mechanic. Oh, doing this. Oh, we're gonna get grabbed into this, so... Well, this one's freedom, so... Oh. No. I just do spinny spins all around here. I'm just gonna go this way by my ass. Freedom reign. You suck. Oh, that's the wrong thing to be standing here at this point in time. Hit him hard. LB2's coming, baby. Alright, so he's gonna do another one of those ones in terms of this. So it's gonna go near the... Stand here. Oh no. Okay, I was in the right spot. Okay, something that could definitely make the boss more interesting if you did two of those. I'm using it. Go for broke, baby. Hit him hard, hit him hard, hit him hard. Okay, he's done. He's done. Fight's over. That wasn't that bad. Like, there was a bit of panic at the beginning. Because of that one ability of his. Oh, cool, he brought back the old animation of us being happy. Aw, there's a Stinian missing out on all the action. Ah, that was actually a fun dungeon. What do we earn from this? Jacket. What's the jacket look like? I actually kind of like the jacket. That's just me. Kind of like it. I get a golden throne with silk. It's in the plate.
What have we here?
I don't know, but I want to know.
It is
Open
not
up the.
unlike a Harnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Oh god, Vitra's here.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
So, what exactly was going? I was going to touch it, but you know you stole her. Death?
You and I will speak later.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
It kind of was.
This something of which thou speakest, might it be some manner of threat?
Yeah, you stole her.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
I like the fact they finally gave us a chance to mess with you stole it in this. Ah, the void. Excellent. Okay, seal it up again.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Called it. I have a feeling of total fear that Y'shtola might want to kill me. Can such a tiny portal truly be... Wait, did you say so dangerous? Yep. I came here to search something that might further my research. I did not anticipate a fully functioning void gate. Expect you have more questions. Yeah. Even in the learned halls of Charlotte's, it is forbidden to throw wide the gates to the abyss. The peril is far too great. Can you get back this place? I'll see if I can just get out of here. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of deliberate action. I expect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. I think that our search for material riches will lead to the priceless discovery. Its swirling emptiness, it puts me in the mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Pog, I could kill the crazy bitch again? I got money, Pog. So I might linger a touch longer. I bet you want to touch the damn thing, that's why. Don't kill me. Be kind of cool if she memorized, or they actually let the choices you make have impact later. Because I know she won't say anything to us.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Garlean Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Meracidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat, and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Meracidians resorted to summoning primal entities,
Oh yeah.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Hydaelyn. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Hydaelyn cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Hydaelyn risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
Damn.
I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Hydaelyn has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Hydaelyn. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Alzadaal was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Hydaelyn's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void-sent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Alzadaal and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
I remember when Nero turned purple.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Hydaelyn.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Okay, you're still as intrigued. We're all going to die. Please say this means we left the area. Nope. Mitra's grief for a lost sibling will be no mystery. Saying he hath been alive entwined with sorrow even before he became host in all existence. 13th, what chaos must consume that world? Yeah, I'm kind of curious on it. Millennia has passed since I last saw, but I can see Alzadaal in memory still clear and vivid. I wonder how one of the first blood could simply vanish and leave no trace of a passage. Now I have my answer. So they managed not only expand it, but also manipulate as one might a gate. Astonishing, is there a chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I'll tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to High Crucible and arrange to replace the guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. My apologies, but perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to overcover the vault secrets. If the construct can be repaired, we will be happy to offer assistance. That will not be necessary. As much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Alzadaal. Well, this is how I see it. They're all going to go to Alzadaal, and I ain't going near that place. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my little inn back in New Gredonia. High Crucibles. Alzadaal next time. Excellent. Yeah, sorry if nobody wanted an extended episode for this, but time kind of flew by more than I was expecting. I wasn't truly expecting to do a dungeon and get more door bomb stuff. truly am excited and enjoying it so far. The MSQ is already turning out to be interesting again, nonetheless. Again, I just the story's too good. I gotta watch. So with that, a small chance of what may be occurring next time I come into this. Number 1. And number 1 is clear, and it could be a plausibility. I might have pants on. Might. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I kind of not bothering me as much as it probably should. I also have to remember I can't sit. I can't sit. But nonetheless, I like the fact they're finally bringing in the void stuff. I, honest to God, thought that was going to be the MSQ stuff for original Endwalker. I'm surprised they're using it for a 6.1 patch. And with this much done already, how much more of the story we have, I'm very curious on. At least from what I understand, we have the side story of Tataru. We have side story of, who was it? It was Tataru and one other thing. I actually can't remember on this. I probably said it last episode because I actually do remember it. I just remember Tataru. I remember Hildebrand's coming out. And I believe one more, so that's a possibility of 3 different stories. The side story ones for Tataru I actually might do for you guys just because I think it'd be more interesting. But besides that, all I have to say is this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We come back, everybody. More Final Fantasy XIV as we continue on our journey and see what Vitra has to say about that void. It's going to be interesting, so I'll see you guys then. Thanks.